This season on Sydney Survivor Season 2 Introverts vs Extroverts. 16 players started this game, divided into introverts and extroverts. And one by one, after many blindsides, idols, and cracked eggs, 11 fell. Now only 5 remain, and only one can be crowned Sydney Survivor Season 2 Introverts vs Extroverts Sole Survivor. Welcome to the grand finale.
Fucking thank God. I don't know why I even considered going with them. So stupid.
Tribal Council was hard. I lost Shane. It's been pretty much like my tightest ally, definitely in the post-merge, but in a lot of the pre-merge too. And we're pretty much ready to get it every single time. It's a shame to lose him.
Thank you, Tyrone. Mac doesn't have shit. He's full of shit. The crocodile eyes. It's all lies from him. But it's funny, like. So we have this sort of relationship, you know, where I beat him in challenges. He kicks cans angrily, you know. Tries to vote me out. I get saved by nice people. And I'm still here. He's still here. We're battlers in other ways. He's had to really work hard for it, whereas I've kind of had everything just like fall in front of me perfectly at every single turn, and it's just beautiful.
That's more the constant bullying of idols, and that for me it was just way too scary.
I get it.
And realistically, I'd said to you that I was waiting for you to flip on him, and I'm sorry that I've taken that decision away from you. For me, the threat of the fact that those guys just keep finding stuff is too much. And I think it's a matter of managing Mac now. But realistically, I feel like there's now 4 of us against him. Whether or not the other 3 still see me as an ally, it's another thing. But I mean, I've kind of raised my profile in the game, my threat level, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if people want to work with me because I've been moving around, but I'm finally feeling like I'm playing the chaotic game that I wanted to play. That's just, for me, that's what made sense for me at the time. And you did see that I had done the catalyst for me going this like nuclear is what happened with Tin, and I think that kind of just lit a fire under my ass, and I'm like, you know what, let's just play the game. So I choose violence.
Absolutely. I don't blame anyone for not wanting to go to Rocks. I just wanted to do it, but I feel like I didn't have any options if we didn't go to Rocks, so that's why I did it. Nothing against you, it's just you were the one name we had. I was happy to go to Rocks, Tyrone wasn't, and I understand that because with Beck Immune, it was me, Chris and Tyrone drawing a rock. The odds are against us, but I was willing to do that because I feel like I need to change for one more vote at least.
I was always willing to go to Rocks for Oscar.
Tribal Council was fun. Oh, that's what I came out here for. It was so cool. I thought, nah, time to, guns are blazing, go all out, just tell them what I've got, lay it out on the line for them, they make their decisions. I told them I'm willing to go to rocks, and they all know that I'm a man of my word, and whenever I say something, I'm going to do it. So I was ready to go to rocks for Oscar, because it was still only, they had 2 people that had to pick rocks, and I only had 1 person that had to pick rocks, it would be myself. So I wasn't even putting Oscar on the line. He was totally safe the whole time, and I'll relay that to him and let him know he was safe, but I was always going to go rocks for him. And that was just solid, make us solid right to the end.
It was without a doubt with me.
Do you have an idol?
I've got one in my pocket, yes. So yeah.
So during the tribal, Chris flushed something out of his pocket. I only saw the parchment. Tyrone swore he saw an idol bag.
And then that advantage at the last challenge.
So I pulled out these puppies today. Alright, so this puppy here was just a clue. And this one here, they don't know that, so we can keep on flashing them about, saying I've got some bling, and see how they go, see how they hear me.
Yeah,
We're getting rid of you next.
all it came. Well, you can't. It's guaranteed.
We got rid of him.
Yeah,
Look, can be interesting.
3.
It is. Shane was a good player, wasn't he?
He was. I love talking to him, and even when I
But
say
like you said, there was no way people were any of us were going to beat him either.
No, I didn't think I beat him either. I knew that he had to go before I could make it to the end, so you've done me a favour. I didn't have to vote him out, and he's gone.
Tyrone switched his vote because I just assumed he would. I can see how unsettled he was about whether or not which way to go. He thought he was with the right crew, because the way that Mac talks, as I said, is like a puppy dog. He looks into your eyes and you believe him. So I'm just like, no, he won't do it. I'm willing to go rocks, and it's a big chance to go home on rocks just for a guaranteed 5 there, or maybe an out there. So it was easy to just make that decision.
For ages I've been saying like Chris and Oscar would be my ideal top 3, like with myself, because I think they've played like really quiet games. I think I could probably talk about my moves a bit more. I think Chris has started to do a few more things lately, so I'm not too sure about that. Tyrone is a good player, but he's also he hasn't really kept his word a lot, so he's flipped and flopped and he's voted out people, and I think maybe some of the jury might not be too happy about that. So I'm starting to wonder whether he might be a better one to keep if I was to have the choice, him and Oscar. So I'm trying to decide between Chris and Ty of who I think I could beat.
Yeah.
And
So
that's not to say that we're still not very fluid.
No, of course. I hope so. What I said to you, I know like we fight a bit. That's part of the game too, but I'm always open with anyone. If anyone comes to me with a logical plan, with logic, I will back that.
To you how fluid I am.
No, I know that.
And as I said, I love doing the banter with you. That's great. It's
It
fun.
makes good tips.
Yeah. If we don't do it, it's just gonna be let's do it. That's it. So we're gonna do it.
I'm glad you appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I absolutely do. I really do.
Okay, hug it out, guys. Come on.
There we go. Wrestling to the ground.
Despite my lack of winning, I back myself against these guys in anything. So there's still some fight in the old dog left. Ring a ding ding, Mac Daddy's king.
Alright, welcome to your next immunity challenge. Mac, that was a hard one to lose an ally like that.
It was a hard one. Me and Shane have been here for a long time, and he was a very trusted ally, and somewhat isolates me a lot, but at the same time it opens me up for anyone else to pick me up. Rather than pick up a 2, you pick up a 1, so there's options for everyone.
What's your strategy here? You reckon you can win this challenge?
I feel like I have to win this challenge.
Alright, well on that note, I'll grab back the individual necklace. Thank you, Beck. Thank you. Individual immunity is back in play. You're also playing for a small little reward. A couple of bananas and some lollies, just a bit of fuel to get you through the last couple of challenges. Cool. Alright, this individual challenge is quite simple. You're going to start down there on each of where the platforms are. You're going to run up this way, grab a quoit from the kayak over there. It's sitting on top of the kayak. Bring it back to your station. Run back this way. You're going to get into the water waist deep. Grab another quoit. Run all the way back to your platform. Once you've gotten both quoits, you can start throwing them into your basket. The first player to get both their quoits in their basket wins individual immunity and reward. Make sense?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll draw for spots and get started. Survivors ready for individual immunity and reward. Go! Mac and Beck go for the dry land first. Mac's the first one back. Now go to the other one. Beck, you have to come back first. Beck, back first. Chris, everyone else is back to their phone. Tyrone and Oscar are back first. Mac, behind the line. Oscar gets his first. Oscar gets his second. Oscar wins individual immunity. Oh my god. That was clutch. Seconds in it again. Mac is so close as well.
You deserve that one.
First things first, we're going straight to tribal after this. As I said, the game's going quickly. Oscar, here's a necklace. First individual immunity for Mr. Oscar.
Yeah.
And your reward as well. A couple of bananas and some lollies to get you through the rest of the game. For the rest of you, 1 out of 4 of you will be the next member of the jury. We're going to head up to tribal council now, where you'll discuss that vote. I'll see you guys up there.
Oscar won. He was so fast. He finished it before I even got back with the quotes, because I thought you had to get both first and then go back, but you had to get one at a time. So that slowed me down a bit, but I don't think it would have mattered because he was so fast at it. So it was good for him to win his first challenge.
At the moment, it's just survival mode. Anyone but me. It's gonna be hard, but I might still have Tyrone, and if I can get Chris or something on board, like.
Yep.
You need to Yeah? That's all I can picture.
Yeah.
The only person that might vote with me is Tyrone. So, everybody puts a bump of off. I'll vote for anyone. No, I'm going to use it for myself.
Voting for me, then you're going to say next time.
I can't risk that, Dick. Please, understand. It's final 5. I have a rock in my pocket, and they might think that it's a real idol because I showed them. So hopefully that just gives me implicit immunity.
Confirm this for me. I had a conversation with you about being on the ship. Yeah. I said this to him.
He said this to me, actually. I can confirm that. He said at the time I wanted to target you before you won the immunity.
Instead of the other one.
I said Beck's the biggest threat.
I don't necessarily see me not working with Max still, because he still, as far as I'm aware, still has an idol. It was empty, wasn't it? I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it was.
If we can get rid of Mac. Well, he did claim to have something, but I'm sure it's empty.
All right.
He would have used it last time.
I'm still okay with it bouncing on the house.
100% used it.
The way that Mac talks, as I said, is like a puppy dog. He looks into your eyes and you believe him.
You're holding an idol. You tell me who the vote was. Because I kept you in. You tell me. Yeah. Alright, so we need Mac going.
It has to be Mac. It's been coming for a long time. But I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss the challenge. Yeah. Well, not really challenge, but more like his attempts at a challenge.
Oscar and I are always saying we want to work together.
Alright, well, we can discuss this now. Let's get rid of the last extra. Let's just do it.
It's the way we're going to do it, okay?
Yeah.
Is that okay with Oscar?
Yeah. Just talking on you.
I'm sort of... It's definitely going to be Oscar. I definitely want to be at the end. But I'm still in two minds. Do I take Beck where the majority of the jury is females and they see how she dominates? Or do I take Mac at the end, so where he dominates in challenge, he's got a great social aspect of the game, but he doesn't have a connection with the side, the most of the people over there on the council. So we'll see which way to go.
I'll be there. Vote with me.
I'm definitely open to it because I feel like Chris, me and Oscar have been solid, but obviously there's a point where they're going to want to get me out.
Might be now.
I think, I mean, yeah.
Then which one would you take with us?
Who else was good immunity?
Well, he won't vote with me. I've asked him. If you can get him to vote with me.
You, me and Tyrone.
Vote for
Vote Chris.
Well, let's go vote Chris.
Doesn't matter.
Do you think? No, but if Tyrone would, I suppose, yeah. Okay. Is that the angle?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll chat with who I can. I mean, you have more sway than I do. So
Would you?
You must do a bit of legwork here. Yeah, I'm definitely playing. There's no question. I can't save it anyway, so I'm playing it for me.
When's the last time?
Right. This is it.
Okay.
So I've got no choice. Who are we going to vote for, but?
The way I'm seeing it now and the way that Mac has been playing, he's just coming through, and I feel like he's very much the underdog story. And it would be very easy to go, okay, we'll swing with that, because the pitch that he gave at Tribal was compelling. It's top 3 for me. Very easy. They wanted to get rid of the other guys, I could go with that. But realistically, in my head, I wanted someone from our regional tribe to win that, whoever it is out of the 4 of us now.
I expect them to put 3 on me, because they don't know. Actually, they might. Oscar knows I have something, so they might not. They might put it on you. What if I play it for you? Is it them 3 still, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll play it on you, because they're not going to vote for me.
There's just, I think I created a little bit of like distrust with what I've done.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, what are we doing? Beck or Chris? Beck's obviously the biggest threat, but who got to talk up who's the biggest threats? And at the moment it's probably Beck, and I think everyone probably sees that. I'll take any of the boys to the end. I don't want to go with Beck. I think she might beat me. We might need that in front of us for the next vote. If one of us, if it's me, you, Beck, and Oscar, if one of us wins immunity, Beck can go home. Yeah. Okay. And we're all a better chance to win, aren't we?
Yeah. I think okay. Out of the 3 of them, the worst option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then there's 2 on him, no matter what.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm more than happy. Thanks for that. Done.
So,
That's easy. That's the thing.
who's on Tyrone? Who's on that?
You go, Tyrone. We'll go.
Yeah. You don't think he was a medal?
I don't. He looked pretty broken after that challenge.
Flashing last time. He put it all out. Okay. But then flashing that one that's got no talent.
Yeah.
Just like I was flashing.
Just like Shane and him did the exact same thing at the exact same time and changing the
I was
players.
flashing that one. He wanted to bring my thing out of my bag and he make it look like I'm giving me something, and I still got to get in.
All right, KD Merge Tribe, come on in. Take a seat. Now bring in the members of our jury as well. Izzy and Tim, Tilly, Joanna, and Shane voted out at the last Tribal Council. Take your seat. Before we get into anything, Oscar, do you want to explain the challenge? Obviously you've won individual immunity.
Yeah, so we had some crates. We had to bring hoops, little throwing hoops back from 2 different points. One of them was in the water. So we bring them back one at a time and then get back and throw them in the crate, and the first to do it.
Tyrone, did that cool you off?
The
water?
challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that's the last one for the rest of the game. It's getting old, trying to dry off every time we jump in there. But I just wanted to, this interesting observation from my part, like whoever survives the double vote ends up winning the challenge the next round. So I thought that was interesting.
Interesting, yeah. Good pickup, Tyrone. Beck, do you want to explain how much camp time you've had since your challenge?
None. We came straight here. We had a couple of minutes just over there to have a quick chat about the vote. So it's going to be pretty exciting, I think, maybe live. There's been a few conversations, but yeah, not much time at all.
Mac, someone who everyone said was a great challenge beast, you keep falling at the final hurdle. What happened that time? You seem like you had a bit of a lead.
I feel like my age is catching up with me. Young buck Oscar, he's got youthful legs. I'm 34. These things are getting tired.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as good as I thought I was. It's a bit humbling, but that's fine.
Chris, do you think this is a 3-2 vote? What's the go? Who's in the middle?
Well, going from last tribal council, it was obviously signs of it was us three versus these two plus Shane. We've had talks, a little bit of talks with Ty and seeing if we can bring him along or not. And it was only a quick one because it was only from the challenge straight to here, and that's all we've had so far.
Speaking of which, use this time now to have a chat. No one wants to talk?
Have we said what we've
Or
had
do you
to
want to just
say?
vote?
Maybe we
I
have.
think we're ready. I think we're ready, yeah.
Works for me.
Say one last
Matt,
sort of
go
line.
ahead.
In the last vote, before the final three, you're going to need someone bigger than everyone in front of you. That's all I'm going to say. That way, you're not the target.
Any thoughts on that one?
I've got some little bit of bad vibes at the moment about myself, so I'm just going to put this out there, just in case any votes were thinking about coming my way.
Are we playing funny buggers? No. I'm still on this one too then. We'll just hold it, mate.
Yeah.
Just hold everything you got, see what's real and what isn't. Roll the dice.
Anyone else? Alright, well, you guys ready to vote?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright. Chris, you're up first. Beck.
This is better than normal, I reckon. If he doesn't have anything.
Hi. Mac Daddy.
I've no idea what's going on here. I promise some people this is what I write down, and hopefully Beck and Ty do the same, and I'm still here. Don't like my chances, but
Alright, I'll go tally the votes. Right, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and they wish to play it, now would be the last time to do so. This is the same with any advantages as well.
if I had this bag, I'll put a rock inside. See if it pays off.
Well, you did way better than me, to be honest. I had this bag with wood in it.
No. Wow.
Well,
It's so idle, it's a fucking stick.
yeah,
Can anyone get that? Okay.
I got it. Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Chris. It's 1 vote Chris. Second vote, Mac. 1 vote Chris, 1 vote Mac. Third vote, Mac. 2 votes Mac, 1 vote Chris. Fourth vote, Ty. 2 votes Matt, 1 vote Chris, 1 vote Ty. Fifth vote, Ty. And we have a tie. That's 2 votes Ty, 2 votes Mac, 1 vote Chris. That means Ty and Mac, you guys cannot vote. Chris, Beck, Oscar, you guys will vote. Chris, you're up first.
I think I might have changed my mind, actually. It's kind of funny. Might be fate. Depends how they just voted. But
tally the votes. Vote out will be asked to leave the tribal council immediately. I shall read the votes. First vote, Mac. It's 1 vote Mac. Second vote, Tyrone. 1 vote Mac, 1 vote Tyrone, 1 vote left. Next person voted out, and the 6th member of our jury, Mac. Mac, incredible effort. Please bring me your torch.
Guys, buddy.
Alrighty, Mac. Tribe has spoken. Please head to the jury. Good round of applause, guys.
Good luck, guys. Thanks for playing. I've really loved every minute of it. All the best. I'll see you on the jury. Absolutely fun.
Alright. Sydney Survivor, even though it's fast-paced, Survivor is a marathon, not a sprint. And every time you vote someone out, you're taking 1 step closer to the finish line. So keep pushing, because the end is in sight. Head back to camp. Best of luck. 1 more challenge, and we're at the end.
Day 2, and the dream is over. Mac Daddy's voted out, and all the hearts across the nation are crushed. What do you say? I'm happy with the game that I played. I'm happy to the point that I got to, but when I look back at the vote we just had, if I had some forethought and thought I could have put a vote on Ty, I would have saved myself. So.
Okay, I was spooked. I thought the boys were coming for me, so I had to vote for Ty in case you actually had an idol. But now, I think it's like the 3rd or 4th time I've voted for you. It's finally time for you to go.
Unfortunately, I was out of the loop again, and I just didn't see that plan coming together. See you later, Mac Truck. Overall, I feel like I played a great game, and whether I would have won is debatable, but I backed my chances against anyone. Is this me or is this my tribe? Who sucks more? I'm not sure. I think, 3 idols, played a shot in the dark, a tribe swap, a mutiny advantage, on the bottom for a lot of the time. It's been a roller coaster, and it's amazing how much you can fit into 2 days. I've loved every minute of it. It's been a lifelong dream, partly fulfilled. Now, who am I rooting for? It's hard to say. I'm not rooting for Oscar. He's just not going to win, and I don't like his gameplay. I like the other 3. I think Beck's in the prime spot to win, but I think everyone knows that, and she won't be taken. She has to win this last challenge. So, no matter what people say, ring-a-ding-ding, Mac Daddy's still the king.
Hi guys! Wow! What a vlog! We'll bring it in now! Oh my god! We've done it! All Introverts today. How good is that?
Okay, so just had the final 5 tribal council. I very much thought that was my time was up. There was people conspiring against me, but it's kind of heartbreaking because Mac really wants to be here, and not that I don't, but I think it meant more to him than it does to me, because you can tell by his reaction.
At the end of the day, I liked Mac. He was fun about the game. He wasn't like well, he was a bit secretive actually, but he did it in an exciting way. He brought something different to the mix. So, look, I beat him at every. He hasn't beat me at a challenge. Let's just put that out there. Look, he's getting old. Retire, son. Put that horse away. Put it down. Maybe don't put him down. Maybe retire him back to a nice farm out somewhere out west. You know.
I did the rest of the guys here a favour, because if Mac had made the final, he probably would have won. So it's now down to an introvert to win, which is what I wanted, someone from my original tribe, and be happy with any of these guys getting through.
No offense to him, he was an awesome player, but like,
yeah. I know.
But you watched people's faces, how sad they were when he got voted out.
Oh yeah, he was definitely getting all the jury votes.
Yeah.
After the water challenge, it was the best result I could ever ask for. I know I didn't win, and I'd still call it the best result I've ever asked for, because as I say all along, my number one ally has always been Oscar. We've always, you know, done things together and talked together and made a final decision together. And he won, so it basically just locked in a guarantee. See you later, Mac.
So,
Who was
right,
that?
listen.
Isabella was.
Isabella was super sad.
Tribal Council was fun. I'm actually getting into Tribal Council. It's getting a bit crazy, and I like crazy sometimes. So I'm actually went from the first one we've ever done. I was really scared, didn't know what was going to happen or anything like that, and now I'm just bluffing, and you know, Mac pulls out his idol and I go, yeah, well, I got an idol too, and I got an advantage too, and it's just a big play between me and Mac, and it was just lovely to play with him out in that tribal meetings.
So that was such a mess. I first of all voted for you because I was spooked that he really had an idol.
Okay.
So just in case he played it. And then I changed it. Then I changed my...
Oh, so it
I
would
knew
be a
it was going
double
to be a
vote.
tie.
Oh,
yeah. Sorry.
My God, that's a game to play. Jesus.
Sorry. Just in case he had an idol, because I was scared that he was trying to... I got spooked that the boys were going to try coming for me. And they told me that Mac was trying to do that. So, anyway, we ended up having 2 votes on Mac and 2 votes on Ty. One was mine. I was supposed to vote Mac with my alliance, but I got scared that he had an idol, so I put it on Ty to make it a draw, and then re-vote, and then switched my vote to Mac to get him out. Just in case he had an idol, because I was scared that he was trying to get you guys to go for me.
Yeah.
He was though.
Yeah.
He was, and that's
Yeah.
But
So that's why I did that.
I had spoken to these guys, and I said to you in front of him actually that like we were already having
I think
conversations.
he knew what we.
He knew he was already back. So,
But then one of you guys switched at the end as well.
Yeah, I switched over because I thought you guys were voting that way. I don't know.
Jack voted for Tyrant when only Chris was meant to. And then it comes back around, and I was like, oh, you know, it'd be really funny if Mac actually makes it back at the end of this. This chaos. I thought it'd be chaos if Mac comes back. This is so funny.
Oscar actually switched his revote to Ty. So it wasn't the same person voting for Ty each time. So anyway, that was a bit of a mess. But anyway, good result. It was about the 4th or 5th time I'd voted for Mac. So finally got him out, and I'm in final 4.
Yeah. So,
Oh, it worked.
Yep, no, good. Good job.
Yeah.
I mainly want to work with Oscar. If he's already been identified as the quietest, and I've been identified as the GOAT, you can't think of a perfect pair to take to the final. And it's final 3 now. We know that it's final 3, so why wouldn't you take it? So whoever wins, there's always got to look at us 2 as the option. I don't know if I've gone too strong at tribal. Now it's actually boosted my spot where I was sitting, because now they actually see what I've been doing behind the scene.
Yeah, he was pitching to me. He's like, we're going. How did you get that bit?
Because I think people want to take me to the end because I'm not in too much favour with a lot of people that have gone. But I feel like that's a misjudgment on their part. I think people will want to see me at the end. Have faith. I think people will find it good.
No way, all the people there, the way I'm playing, they're pissed. Especially Tim, after what happened.
Yeah, same here.
So I'm not going to get in. It'll be interesting to see how this goes because, you know, I pissed a lot of people off that are still on the jury, especially people who are on my tribe. I had a hand in voting them out. But you know what? It's just a game. If they've got a problem with it, then yeah. So, what can I do? Their problem.
That's great, that's great. Oh, man. We did well. All right.
Now it'll be interesting to see what happens in this next challenge. I'm really hoping that either Ty or Oscar takes it on, and hopefully we'll be able to get out Beck, because she's got a big strong following there, and I think she's going to be unstoppable. She is really great at everything she does. I've actually been loving working with her. That's why I've been keeping by her side, but I just really worry that, you know, she's just going to take it all the way home if we don't get rid of her now.
Going into the Final Four challenge, I'm not feeling too confident. Like, the boys are so fast and really good at the physical challenges, so depending on the challenge will depend on who will have the strengths for it. If it's sort of an endurance challenge but not using too much strength, I might be okay, like the one that I won, but anything with running or swimming, like, probably one of them will probably win. But I think, yeah, I probably need it. Yep. I think this is obviously their last chance to get me out, so I'd be surprised if they didn't.
It's got to be Tyrone going next. Hopefully he doesn't win immunity.
It depends on what type of challenge it is. I mean, everybody's got their strengths. Like Beck and Oscar have proven that they're kind of physical players already. I think all four of us actually have that capability, and we haven't really had any opportunity to show how we are with puzzles.
Alrighty. Welcome to the Final Four Immunity Challenge and the last challenge of the day.
Oh, really?
This is it. Final three. Chris, did you think you'd make it this far?
I really didn't. I think my number one goal was only to get to merge, and I didn't even think I'd get that.
Beck, what do you think about having 4 introverts here at the end?
I love it. When we came down here for the first challenge, you said to me, Beck, do you think an introvert will win? And I said, I think so, I hope so. So I'm really glad about it.
Oscar, do you think you can win back the necklace for this final one?
Having no idea what the challenge is, it's very possible, yes. 1 in 4 almost.
Ty, you won a couple, maybe?
Yeah, well, going by what I said back at the last tribal, I got votes from me, and I was the other flip on that double vote. So if things go back to trend, I'd probably end up getting the necklace back.
Right, you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay. This final immunity challenge will work in 4 legs. For the final immunity challenge, players will be running out, collecting puzzle bags from different locations where they have to cross various obstacles. At each station, they'll collect a puzzle bag and bring that back to their table. Once all puzzle pieces are brought back to their table, they may start working on a puzzle. The first player to complete the puzzle wins the final immunity challenge, giving themselves a spot at the final tribal council. Alright, for final individual immunity, Oscar, Chris, Ty, Beck, survivors ready? Yep. Go! Each player starting on a stage. You're good, Chris. Ty to his second stage. Back you go, Chris. Back to her second. Ty to his third stage. Oscar to his third stage. Ty and Oscar in the lead. You're good, Oscar. You're good. Oscar on to his last stage. He's got to wait for Ty. Ty's got to go back. Chris and Beck making ground. And that is Ty. Now he's got to wait for Beck. He's on to his final stage. Oscar almost done. He's almost onto the puzzle. Beck's done. Ty's running. Oh, Oscar, you got to go back. Beck up towards the puzzle. Beck can start. Out of nowhere. Chris is waiting for Oscar. Ty starting on the puzzle. Oscar starting on the puzzle. Chris some stage behind. When you think you've got it, call it. I need you to call out your name. Hands up and yeah, you can start. Everyone's starting on their puzzle now. Also make sure to check if you drop any pieces. Remember, hands up and call once you think you've got it. It's neck and neck right now. Oscar's got something going. Ty's got something going. Beck's got something going. Chris a little bit further behind. The others, it's neck and neck. They've worked out what they're looking for. Oscar in the lead slightly. Tyrone's putting the outsides together. Very close. Chris making some ground now. In with a shot. Beck looking good as well. It's really close right now. Anyone's game. This is for individual immunity for the final time. You want to be at that final tribal council, you got to win this. Oscar moves some pieces. Ty seems to be getting his together. Chris is working things out very quickly now. He's in a good spot now. You got to get moving, everybody. This is really close. Neck and neck, guys. Whoever calls first, I'll check. Oscar thinks he's missing a couple pieces. Beck doing very well now. Chris doing very well. Ty doing quite well. Slowed down a little bit though. Remember to call your name and I'll check. Everyone must stop. 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 I'll get a check. Looks good. Beck, congratulations. You've won individual immunity.
Look at this.
All right, Beck, congratulations. You've earned yourself a spot in the final 3. Congratulations. There we go. All right. For the rest of you, one of you will be the final jury member of this game. An important decision. Again, if we have a tie at Tribal Council, the tie, whoever the tie is between, they'll be competing in a fire-making challenge. Wish you the best of luck. I'll see you guys at Tribal Council. Good job.
I knew I had that in the bag right from the start. Excited right now. Excited, but nervous too. Have to explain my story, try to explain it yourself.
I think between the 4 of us, Beck was probably the least beneficial person to win, only because I think she beats the 3 of us. So just come back from the last immunity challenge and Beck won.
So weird.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Good job.
How strange is it coming back with 4 now?
Yeah, it feels so tired.
Yeah, like just walking around.
It's weird.
Yeah.
How close did you get in the end?
I was at the end, and all I had to do is whoop.
Yeah. Oh,
That's it.
man.
Like I came from well behind because I was waiting for you to come off that challenge. And no, don't be sorry. That's how it is. I was behind a little bit, but then I got stuck behind Oscar because he couldn't complete the balance beam, so I had to wait while the other 2 were already in a puzzle. I got across the balance beam. I got back, and she beat me by just 2 little moves. I just had bump bump and I was done. And I would have loved to wear the necklace. I haven't worn the necklace at any stage, so I've never been protected. I've never had idols. I had an advantage, but I couldn't use it because we needed the vote. So all in all, I think I've done quite well considering I haven't won anything.
Their table was like that, and there was a windbreak.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, look how
Still won.
Look how big I am. Big windbreak.
Good job though.
No, well done, well done.
Thank
You must be feeling good now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
It's a good time to win, so yeah.
Oh, damn. One thing I missed out on. All 3 of you's got one. I never got anything. Yeah, no, nothing. Oh well. We won all those challenges at the beginning.
At least all the individual ones were introverts as well.
Were they?
Tilly.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Amy and
yeah. Sweet.
Oh. Smashing it.
Smashing it, yeah. Look at us go. Should we split one-on-one to just have a turn with everyone?
Yeah.
Alright.
Pretty expected that they'll feed you what you want to hear, but I'm feeling like I'll probably go through. It's just which one do I vote? Like Chris, because I'm being loyal to him, or bring Tyrone through and I might have more of a chance at the end.
Yeah, I was thinking if it's us two, obviously we just pick Tyrone, right?
Yeah.
And then
So it was always going to be us two.
Yeah.
We've said that from age.
and we just tell it's pretty straightforward. Yeah.
You know, and
We just got to convince her.
her. They called you the most quietest person. They called me the goat.
Yeah.
You know,
He is tempting to bring along there.
He's keeping stats. My chat with Oscar was exactly what we thought it was going to be. It's just like, I trust you, you trust me. Yeah, don't worry, we've got it. Which is our stock standard thing. And he asked me what I want, I asked what I want, and then we fell on the same page. Originally, it would have been ideal if he won, or you won, or I won, because she's going to have a lot of votes for her, I think.
That's true.
But we've still got a good chance. Happy for anything else but her winning, because she is awesome. She's great at everything. She's just great chatting to everyone. So she's just a great all-round person. So I'm really worried that no matter who she takes, she's just going to win it no matter what.
I literally haven't seen an episode of Survivor and look where I am. But maybe that's an insult to how shit they are. But I know a couple of them don't like me. Isabel.
There are a stack of people on that jury that probably pissed at me.
Yeah.
So that's very easy. It's a very easy argument to make for you if you were to go up against me. It'd be fun to get into that final tribal to try and pitch for why I think I did a better job. I think you would win with them, but I don't know what they've also played with. That's from my perspective. If I'm on the jury, I'm voting for you, but I don't know what they've been doing with other people that they know about. I feel like Beck will probably take the easy road and go up against the two guys. I don't know that they've really played a big game. You put me on there, that wouldn't be a vote for, that'd be instant vote for you as well. Yeah. Depending on how you feel. In your head right now, what are you thinking?
I'm not sure. Because I agree
do you think that the three of us are even putting me the three of us,
different.
The boys?
I think their games are similar because they haven't made too many strategic moves.
Yeah. Do you think I
until
have?
recently?
Do you think I have?
Yeah.
I kind of stumbled into those though. I kind of tripped my way into that one vote with Oscar and Shane.
But you had to. But you've had quite a few votes against you and you've still survived, and they haven't. And you've had to flip and flop and you've still made it this far.
Sure, but does that not tell you that means that those people probably wanted me out and don't want me to win? No one's voted on you. Oh, actually, that's not true. Have you had votes?
Plenty.
I haven't voted on you. I haven't voted on you, so I don't know. Did you win them too? Yeah, 100%. You had a very subtle threat level that I didn't see. When we first met, I was like, oh yeah, school teacher, really lovely. And didn't even clock you at the start to be super strategic. And then the fact that you came back from that tribe when there was 2-on-1, that is catch 9 lives situation.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing yet, so just keep that in mind.
You guys all good?
Yep.
I mean, if it's my time, it's my time, and I've made it to the end. I think this is as far as you can get, almost without winning, other than being on the final. I just told her that I don't think any three of us can do it.
Yeah.
But what's your and between, okay, because you obviously have to vote either me or Chris.
Yeah. Well, ideally,
Can I tell you something? There's a bunch of people on that.
Yeah, I know that's the allure of keeping.
So everyone hates me.
Yeah, it's I've got this loyalty to Chris, but then keeping you here would be.
But look, this is the thing.
Nice
this is the thing. It's how. Okay, you putting yourself up against those two. What's your argument to beat them?
Look, I'm not very well liked either, to be honest. I don't think, but
what would I tell the jury to plead my case if I made it through? I'd probably just I'd tell them the truth, you know. Just come into this with an open heart and an open mind, and I've given them my soul, and it's in their hands now. I've only lied once or twice, whereas others, actually that's not new. I've made this interesting. As much as they may doubt me, and all of that, like, underdog, come on, it's worth it. I'm gonna go for the real underdog story, and then I'll be cheering when I'm sole survivor, and then if they elect me into that position, fuck, they're gonna regret it. No, they won't regret it. It's gonna be good.
So what I just asked Oscar is, when you, like, if you were to go up against Beck, like, what's your pitch to beat her?
Well, that's the thing. We've been trying to decide our different pitches, because we've played it. Oscar and I played a lot of the game together.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of it is the same sort of style. We've stayed as a voting blocks and all that.
Yeah.
And we talked about the vote before voting, and then went and voted as a team.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So my pitch to you in terms of me versus Oscar is very simply, I feel like there's a couple of people on that jury that would definitely not vote me because, like, they hate me. Yeah, because of the shit that I've done, which, you know what, I'll own, whatever.
Yeah.
But that kind of means that your favourite, as in, you take me and you've got someone else that you've got to beat.
The guy comes up and goes, well, why don't you come join me? Let's see if we can, if you bring me along, then it's going to be a little, you know, I'll be able to say a bit more to throw her off the scent, so hopefully you win. Nice pitch, very nice pitch.
Really. So that's all I can tell you.
Yeah, that's all we can say. There's not much, is there?
Because
like,
if you say to me, like, we got Oscar, then we got Oscar. That's the only option I have. Yep. So,
all right, nice and simple. And see how we go.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely gonna vote Ty. Unfortunately, it's been great, but it's the name of the game, unfortunately.
I'm happy with how I've played, I guess. I've ticked a lot of boxes on my bucket list. But yeah, just eager to see what Beck decides.
You know how it works. Take a seat, get nice and close. Jury, come on in. Our members of the jury: Tim, Belle, Tilly, Joanna, Shane, and Mac, voted out at the last tribal council. So obviously, Beck, individual immunity is yours. How many is that for you?
Two. Okay, so just check. That's still good.
Still good. 2 individual immunities. Didn't really win that many tribe immunities yesterday once I switched tribes, so it's good to win again.
You must be ecstatic you're heading to the final 3, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tyrone, like, what's your way to get to the final 3? Do you feel confident?
If anything, my pitch to Beck was consider the people that are on the jury there, and who they probably are least likely to vote with or vote on and at that final decision. And given some of the decisions that I've made and the people that ended up on there because of me, it's very unlikely that I would get that vote. So that's how I positioned it.
Have you had jury management in mind, Oscar?
Look, I might be in a somewhat similar boat to Tyra. There's a few people I can see that wouldn't favour me too much. But yeah, I'd be keen to go through and be loyal with the people that I've been with since the start. So I know we'll see how it goes.
Chris, are you set on your vote?
Yeah, I'm set on my vote. Well, I went back, had a chat to everyone. We all actually had a one-on-one with each other, which was great. Like, we all, gave each other the space. It was a really good chat, and I come back with deciding definitely what I want to do.
Oscar, if you fall just short, will you be proud of how you played the game?
I think so. Yeah, I think I had a good crack. It's been fun. It has been really fun.
Tyrone, Chris, and Oscar, do you guys feel safe? Does any of you feel safe?
No.
No, definitely don't.
No?
Not in the slightest.
So Ty, what were you pitching to Beck? Like, what are you basing your vote on? This is a final jury member, so you're going to make up the final 3 if you get there.
As in who I would vote?
Yeah, what's your strategy for the final vote here?
To pick the other person, to keep the other person that I think she would most likely be able to beat.
Beck, you have a lot of power. Obviously, did you feel like a lot of people were coming up to you?
Yeah.
More so than the others?
As Chris said, we all had chats with each other, but everybody wanted to chat with me, I guess, and sort of plead their case as to why they should stay and I shouldn't put my vote on them. So I've had a couple of options and I am in a bit of a position of power at the moment, yeah, for this vote.
And what are you actually basing this final decision on?
I still haven't 100% decided. I wanted to just come and see the jury and just see who I think they might vote for. I've listened to everybody's pitch and they all have good points, so I just have to make up my mind.
Alright, and obviously if it's a tie, we'll go into a fire making challenge. It's not a fire making challenge, but if it's 2-2, there's no revote. It's just the 2 tied votes will go into a fire making challenge. Does anyone have anything they wish to say before we go up to vote? This is your last chance. All good? Yeah. Sweet as. Chris, you're up first.
Ty, buddy, I'm so sorry. The other 2, I am super loyal, and that's how I wanted to make sure I stay. Alright, so Aaron, this is for you.
Oops. Nothing really to say about this, but hopefully it's you, not me.
Alright, I'll go tally the votes. Alright, person voted out will become the final member of our jury. I'll read the votes. First vote, Tyrone. One vote Tyrone. Second vote, Chris. It's 1 vote Tyrone, 1 vote Chris. Third vote, Tyrone. It's 2 votes Tyrone, 1 vote Chris, 1 vote left. Next person voted out, and the final member of our jury. Tyrone, please bring me your torch. Alright. Tyrone, trial spoken. Thank you. And just like that, congratulations, you've all made the final 3. We've turned to the final page of the story of Sydney Survivor Season 2, Introverts vs Extroverts. The thing is, we won't know the ending until the very last word. Head back to camp, film your final confessionals. Hold on, guys.
Ah, god damn it! Just missed out on making it to final tribal.
Ty, you made a good pitch to me, but I still think there's some people in the jury who could potentially vote for you because they respect your gameplay, so I'm sorry.
That's cool though, look, I I think I may have underestimated how close Beck got with the other two boys, but at least I managed to get a lot of things done before I went out. Made it through the first vote. We won immunity as a tribe. Made it to the merge. I won individual immunity twice. I helped make someone cry. Managed to get rid of all the extroverts and managed to get further than that. I even had a fight with one of the producers. So honestly, can't be mad at 4th place. I ticked a lot of things off my bucket list, so yeah.
That decision was based mostly on loyalty, and like the fact that I think even though Tyrone said people didn't like him, I think he still could have gotten some votes. So yeah, I had already decided that I was going to vote for Tyrone. I actually think the jury were a little bit surprised that I did that when he got voted out. I don't know if maybe they were expecting me to vote Chris out. Their reaction when they first came in was my people who I think are going to vote for me still the same, obviously.
Drop it.
Well done.
Final 3.
Bring it in.
Oh, come on, Blake. Oh, good job.
Before I came in the game, I was really interested in Survivor. I watched Survivor. I've got a mate that I go bushwalking every weekend. We talk about Survivor. It's all Survivor, Survivor, Survivor. I actually tried to get him to also apply as well, but no, he was too shy, and I'm like, I'm not going to be that shy guy. I'm not going to just talk about it and say I want to join. I knew 100% it's not up my alley for what I do. It's never been a thing. I've got my family, my wife, my 2 kids, and that's all I know really. I concentrate on them because there's health issues there for my wife, there's health issues there for my son, so that's what I live. And then my family goes to me, just go do it. If you want to do it, just go do it. Please go do it. So I went and did it. I actually used my tattoo to live memories, not dreams. I think this is the first time for a long time I've done something for myself and no one else.
I think I played on the fact that people thought they could take me to the end and beat me that way. People, I guess, haven't seen me as much of a threat. Here I am. Every step of the way I've been scheming. Picked it up quick, you know. I outwitted. I didn't give much to people to think that I was completely clueless, did I?
My game was so up and down. Right at the start, I was up the top, I think, of my tribe. Obviously, with the tribe swap, I was right down the bottom, and I had to scramble so hard to survive those votes.
If I win, it'll boost my morale a lot. Like, always going into something thinking that I can never do it. Everyone says, oh no, you're a confident guy, and I never see it. And I was thinking, okay, I'm going to be day 1 vote out. I'm like, I crapped my pants, I got the vote wrong, I did everything, like I was freaking out. And then everyone's like, just calm down, man, like, we like you, we're with you. And I go, really? So then first vote out came along, and I definitely wasn't duped. They're very supportive. Anyone that wants to do their own thing in their own life, do it. Don't listen to anyone else.
Yeah, I think my game plan was more one-on-one and building connections with people. I felt like I was pretty straightforward throughout. I tried to avoid lying where possible, and I feel like I could snuff out a lie pretty easy. I don't think I got manipulated that much. I probably pitched that. I don't know the game. I've just picked it up on the fly. I'm going to lean on the fact that I've never done this before, and so for having that, I think I was pretty smart. Pick some strong allies.
Once we hit merge, I think I was probably around the middle. I seemed to always have options. I always had people coming to me, suggesting things to me, asking me what I wanted to do. So I only heard my name once. Since merge, I think my name only came up in 1 vote. So I always knew where things were going, and I always had options of people who wanted to work with me.
I'm a little worried how the juries perceive me, because we had one challenge there that it was pretty much an all-out honest challenge. What actual people thought. I got goats, and it's not the greatest of all time, like I've been saying all the time, just to make it feel better, but basically said I was getting dragged along. and then that's when and everyone will see, I actually flicked the switch from that point there. I changed my game up, made it a bit more vocal, a bit more out there, and pushed myself a lot more. And so I'm worried that too little too late is going to be the scenario, but I've got to give it my all, and it's still, I got the 3 either way, and I'm super proud of myself, and I always will be.
Yeah, the biggest challenge is when probably when Mac offered me a ride to the end. I accepted it to him so that they would vote for Chris, but then they still voted for me, but I voted for Shane anyway. And I've had to go the whole game without any idols as well, because I don't really know what the fuck anything is.
When we had the tribe swap, that was like really bad for me because it was only Morgan and I on a tribe of 4 extroverts, and I managed to avoid getting voted out from all of those votes because of my strong relationships, and that's why they told me they didn't vote me out. I managed to find an idol over there and play it at the right time to save myself and vote out Marissa. We had another tribe swap, and I had obviously built such strong relationships with the 4 introverts there that even though they had spent only 3 votes in the morning with me, then I got swapped out to the other tribe. They spent most of the day with Maddie, but when I was back, the vote was out of either me or Maddie, and they decided to vote out Maddie. So I think that shows a lot about the connections that I had with Chris, Oscar, Tilly.
I'm sitting next to one really strong one, Beck, and she's been the strongest, I think, nearly one of the strongest females in it, besides maybe Jo, which saw her dominate. But Beck has been able to get through any challenge, get through any difficulty. She's had more difficulty than both of me and Oscar. We cruised through it a lot, and I think that's going to be a massive detriment to Oscar and my game. But I still got to look at my game and how my game went for me, not just how her game went for her, because if I think about her game went for her, then she'll win. And
continued to stick with the alliance of Chris, Oscar and myself is because I felt like my game, I had definitely done a lot more in my game, strategically and physically and socially. So I knew that they trusted me to vote with them, so I wanted to keep them because I felt like I could definitely beat them here at the end.
Well, I know Isabel is a write-off. She's not going to vote for them. I feel like I might have that, to be honest. Make it interesting. And I'll get Tilly and Matt. Probably not Tim. Probably maybe Shane. Maybe I haven't really dealt with him much.
Potentially I could get Tyrone's vote. He said that he thinks I'm the biggest threat out of me, Chris and Oscar.
my family wants to watch this now. They are so excited for me. My family is my biggest supporter, and I'm their biggest supporter. So without them, I don't know, they are everything. That's all I can say. And they got my back. Even if I was first vote out, they would have gone, at least you tried that. Like, it's better than what other people would have done.
I try to keep it short and sweet and answer their questions. I just kind of let it happen around me. And people didn't take me too much of a threat. Yeah, I think I did well in the challenges. I knew that was going to be something that helped me.
I didn't want to seem like a threat once again, so I didn't want people to know that I was strategic, so I wouldn't come to you with a plan, but I would always ask you first, what do you think? And then if you had a good idea, I would say, yeah, sweet, let's go with it. If not, then I would have to suggest something else. I knew where every single one of the votes were going, and I voted correctly in every single tribal except for Tim. I proved myself to be good at challenges by winning 2 individual immunities against these 4 or 5 strong men.
All right, KD, Beck, Chris, Oscar. Congratulations, all 3 of you. Jury, come on in. Our members of the jury for the final time, who will be making a massive decision in this tribal council. Izzy, Tim, Tilly, Joanna, Shane, Mac, and Tyrone voted out at the last tribal council. So, firstly, congratulations. You've made it as far as you can in this game. This is your opportunity to make the case as to why you deserve to win Sydney Survivor Introverts vs Extroverts. You're going to have your opening pitch, and each jury member is going to ask you questions. After that, you're going to have a 2-minute conclusion. Alright, before we get to that, I just want to say a massive thank you and a round of applause to all of the crew for this season. Like, this is a combination of effort from 30-40 people across the whole weekend, but not just that, we've got our entire casting team. I can't name everyone right now, but I just want to say massive effort from the team. I mean, we've stepped it up this year. Thank you to Matt, who's the campsite owner as well. Without further ado, who wants to start?
We kind of did scissor paper rock.
For that. This is the order of starting.
There you go. Oh, so
I lost, but if you wanted to choose someone
If
else.
you want to choose, go for it.
We'll go with your Beck. Take it away.
Okay, so I'll just give you an overview of my game. So coming in, what I wanted to do was make 1 to 2 connections straight away, which I did. I had my really tight connections with Morgan and Tim. Straight away, we were each other's number 1, Tim and I, and Morgan and I were really tight as well. But so as not to isolate myself from the rest of the tribe, I wanted to make really strong connections with everybody else. So I tried to get to know each person as well, which I think I did really well because, you know, I avoided the first few votes, and I know sometimes the first couple of votes can just be the reason because people haven't gotten to know you very well very quickly. So I had Morgan and Tim straight away, and starting to build some strong connections with the rest of the tribe too. Not long after that, we had the tribe swap, which was really bad for my game. It was just Morgan and I going over to the Extroverts tribe. So I knew I had to really scramble hard to make it back from that. I survived 3 or 4 votes over there. When we first got there, we had options straight away from Deo. He was willing to work with us to vote out one of the Extroverts. And we also had options from Mac, Shane and Marissa. When it came down to Mac, Shane and Marissa not turning on each other, they told me that they didn't vote for me because they felt like they had a good connection with me and a good relationship straight away. So I think that's credit to my social skills. After that, there was the next tribe swap. So I was back with 3 or 4 of my original introverts. And I think that the fact that they voted out Maddie instead of me shows that we had a really strong connection right from the start because I'd only been with them for 2 votes before I got switched to the Extroverts tribe. They'd been with Maddie most of the day and they still decided to vote her out and keep me. Strategically, part of my strategy was to lower my threat level, and I think I did that well because on the whiteboard challenge, most of you said that I was the most underrated player. Part of what I wanted to do with my moves was always ask you first, what do you want to do? I would never put a name forward first. If I agreed with what you said, I would say, yeah, that's a great idea. If not, I would then come up with another plan and tell you what I thought we should do. I knew where every single vote was going, except for Tim. I voted for, no offense, but almost all of you, I had a hand in getting you to the jury, and I always had options. I always had people coming to me, asking me who I was voting for and trying to get me to vote with them. Lastly, physically, I won 2 individual immunity challenges against 3 or 4 really strong men. So I think that I did pretty well in the physical challenges as well.
Hey, thank you, Beck. So Chris, you're up next.
Thanks guys, thanks for playing. It's been absolutely great. All I can say is coming into this, I was probably a hot mess, as some of my tribe members know. My first vote, I super stuffed up. Didn't go the way it was supposed to go. So I didn't want to move on a vote that way, and I went against my guys, and then we came back and we just go, look, I'm so sorry. I want to connect with you guys better. Can we start moving forward together? I had my
number one person that I'd always go to, which is Tilly, was always the one that we always have to have a chat before we went out to vote or do anything. And then we'd always come and say, hey, no, this is what we're doing, this is where we're going. And then we got some momentum going. Very slowly we got there, and we started pulling other people in, and we started connecting more with all the other guys. Oscar eventually came on board. He was my number 2 guy that we chatted about, and we just played a very big team game. My game for me changed a lot when we did that whiteboard challenge. I got called the GOAT. I didn't like it. I thought from now on I'm gonna start playing more my game, not that quiet game that I was trying to play, because I was playing too quiet all the time, because I didn't want to make noise, I didn't want to make ripples and everything like that, which was really great eye-opener, and it really made me change the way I started playing the game. And then we had Mac that came into our tribe. Mac, the best way I can describe him, he's like a Mack truck. He just drove straight through us, and he had the moves and everything like that. And then Shane had his magic bag, pulling out all these things, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we've got to step it up. I'm just watching our guys like going and going and going. I'm like, no, we're stepping it up. We've got to step it up. So I totally changed the way that I played from that point there. I'm like, no. I definitely still wanted to see if there was anything I could work with them just in the future or not, but I just wanted to see if there was, and I felt that there wasn't, because they had the momentum, so I had to then start playing the fire with fire. They had all these tricks up their sleeves, so I'm like, oh, I've got these tricks. So that's why I ended up coming out with dual fake idols, getting thrown on the ground, and just floating with the advantage around. Thank you.
Well done, Chris. Oscar, last but not least.
Okay, it's not nearly going to be as eloquent as those two were, but pretty much coming into this, I've never watched an episode of Real Survivor. I watched the first 4 episodes of last year's one, and that gave me like an understanding of how things basically go. But I wanted to bring in like my values into this. Like, if you notice, I didn't once look for an idol. And it might seem stupid, but I spent time talking to people, and I made connections early, and I stayed loyal to those people. And I didn't make a big scene. I know you all called me the biggest introvert, but I was thinking every second about, and I pretty much knew which way every vote was going to go. My biggest challenge with Mac was like him trying to lure me onto their side, and I told him yes, actually. I told you guys no, because I wanted him to vote Chris, and I told him I was for that. I considered it a little bit, but I also thought, yeah, like maybe not the smartest move with 3 of the biggest like serpenty sort of players. Nice people, but very, very smart. I could see exactly who knew like a lot about, like 10 steps ahead. I could see people, the way they were thinking, and I could tell you guys that was just going to get me in trouble. So I voted for Shane, and that went very well for me, actually. I knew I was going to be good in challenges. I wasn't. I was pretty good at the start, winning challenges, well, helping to win challenges for our team, which meant we didn't have to vote as much. And then later on, it did benefit me, getting the immunity. So yeah, I don't know, it's not as straightforward plotting like you guys, but yeah.
Alright, thank you so much, guys. Now I'm going to pass it over to the jury. Remember, they have 1 question each. Without further ado, Belle, stand up. Tell us who your question is addressed to and what your question is.
My question is for Oscar. My question is, when we first met, I was a target for you. You got false information from my original tribe with Morgan and Beck. that I had an idol, and that painted a massive target when I got to merge. Everyone thought I had this idol. I want to know why you decided, with this false information that you got, to keep like pouncing at me like a cheater, telling everyone that I have this idol and I'm giving it to Mac and Mac's giving me things. Why did you pay me as a target with this fake idol that's been going around?
Well, with that, I think when you came in, you were quite like loud and like extroverted, obviously, and it was easy for me to see that people didn't really like it, and it was just easy to get on it. And I did see something, and and I thought, bring it up in the group. Yeah, perfect. Like, people agreed with me, especially like my core group from the start. It was just you and Mac that came in, and you were the one that was more out there and talking and blah blah blah, and I was just on the same page with everyone else, and yeah, that's why I kind of went after you a little bit.
Right, thank you, Oscar, and thank you, Pearl. Next up, Tim.
Hi everyone, congratulations for making it to the end. My question is for Beck. You actually answered my initial question in your speech, so I've had to change it. Pre-game, it's a two-part question. Pre-game, what would you rank the following things? So physical, strategic, social, and luck. And then post-game, what would you rank those things as well?
Rank them
in order of importance.
What I think of.
Yeah. So before the game and then after playing, what they actually are.
Oh, good one. Before the game, I think social would be the most important thing, because if you don't have good social relationships and connections, then no one's going to vote for you. I think probably next strategic, then I think physical next, because that's important as well. I don't think you should win Survivor if you can't do well physically. And luck, I don't know how that fits into the rankings, because it definitely comes into it. And I think that I had a lot of bad luck in the game, especially yesterday. So probably if I was to rank it now, I'd say luck was probably further up the ranking for me, because it did impact my game a lot compared to a lot of my other introverts who spent most of the day together yesterday and didn't have to go through the challenges that I went through and really scramble from the bottom. So maybe today luck might be near the top, but then I still think social, strategic, physical, if I have to rank them like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beck. Thank you, Tim. Tilly.
My question's for Chris. You did also answer my organised one. So I'll just go for a simple one. After hearing the speeches from your competitors now, do you think you can win?
I reckon we've all got a different approach. We've all attacked it differently. Like one way is he's bringing his personal himself into the competition. He's come in here as himself. Whereas Beck, she's come in here. She's come in with a plan to be super social, and then I've come in with a plan that of just play a quiet game and just to try and lay low. And so hopefully I can win, because later on I learnt and grew as the game went on. Like I grew from that quiet freak guy, like that guy that was like basically climbing the trees all over the place because I didn't know what was going on, and so I calmed down and I thought, I've got to really connect with someone, which was you. I connected with, and you guys helped me grow as a person in the game, and so therefore I think I can win because I have grown a lot in the game.
Right, thank you, Tilly. Joanna.
Congratulations, everybody. My question's for Beck. So we all know that you had 2 idols, so you're very lucky. Without those idols, do you think you'd be where you are now? And if not, do you think you could have got where you are now without fighting those 2 idols?
So the first idol I used for the first vote over at the Extroverts tribe, I played it wrong. So I was actually safe in that vote. But because it was my first vote with those extroverts, they had said they weren't going to vote for me, but I just didn't have the trust yet, so I thought, oh, I'll just play it just in case, but I actually didn't need to. The second vote, I also didn't need to. I didn't have
I didn't have the second vote at that time actually, but it wasn't me once again getting voted out. So first it was Deo, then it was Morgan. The third vote over there was when there was just Marissa, Shane and I left. And if I hadn't have found the idol and played it at that time, I would have been out. So I tried my best to convince them to vote for each other. They were not budging. So in that sense, that was one piece of luck in the game that did go my way. So without that, I wouldn't have been here. But I think I had to overcome a lot more bad luck than that to get to where I am.
Thank you, Beck. Thank you, Joanna. All right. Next up, Shane.
Well done, guys. It's been a real pleasure. I've come all the way over to Perth for this. I've come a long way.
Oh, wow.
And I really enjoyed meeting each and every one of you. Didn't get to spend a lot of time with particularly Oscar and Chris, but I certainly enjoyed getting to know you, Beck. Really enjoyed our contact over there. So Oscar, my question I have for you. So you mentioned that you didn't have a lot of Survivor knowledge prior to coming here and playing. So hats off to you for that and having a crack. But what was your pre-game strategy? Did the strategy that you actually played, was it similar to what you imagined your pre-game strategy to be? And did it result in any big moves that got you to where you are today?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, my pre-game strategy was lean into my strengths. I thought it would come down to a lot of physical, but like I let myself down a lot of times with that. So it was a lot of seeing what other people were doing, seeing what they're doing wrong, and a lot of things happened throughout the day that just fell in my lap, which like that's where the luck came into it, and that's probably a big part of why I'm here. But I did make the most of every part of it, and especially Mac was probably my biggest challenge throughout the day. He's always like bringing things up, always chirping, always like bringing my name back, dredging it back up into everything. And yeah, eventually we got you. But yeah, the strategy was more like just like observe. That's why you guys thought I was so introverted, because honestly I didn't have too much of an idea of like actually like going around looking for things. I was just looking at everyone and what they were doing, and then going having a chat from there.
What was your big move, or what was the move that you're most proud of from that strategy?
Yeah, it was probably I was pretty close to like going with Mac and Tyrone and Giselle. If I voted with you, if I actually trusted you, then it would not have worked out. I would have been gone at that moment when I got all those votes. I guess that was my move.
Thanks, Oscar.
Yeah.
Right, thanks, Shane. It should be a fun one. Mac, biggest extrovert apparently.
Oh no. Chris, so I had a whole question for you about being underrated and things, but I'm getting a sense this trial was going one way, so I'm going to throw you a bone.
Yep.
Why shouldn't we vote for Beck?
Why should you?
Tear a game apart. Give me a reason to vote for you over her.
I felt we as a introvert tribe had it very lucky, and didn't have a lot of gameplay, which Beck had an overhand on us. We didn't have all the experience that everyone else has had, because we dominated the challenges, team versus team. We were unstoppable, and you guys had the opportunity and all the experience of going to tribal council one after another and after another, which gave us no, we can't say we went through all that. But eventually we got the chance when it was getting near to merge. We started, I think we lost one, or we even gained one I can't remember what happened. When
Second
it was a
swap.
tribe swap.
Yeah.
And that's when Maddie and Belle came over. And then I'm like, okay, this is our chance. I thought, okay, I'll try and see where Tim was, and see. And we talked to Belle, and we started having chats with Belle, and then Maddie, and then Tim and I are like, okay, this is where we got to change it, because she went straight out to look for idols, and we're just sitting around the mat. We're not doing anything. We got to start looking for idols. We're way behind our game, and it showed it when you and Shane came in with your bag of tricks. And I'm like, we've got to change this. We really got to change it. We had to slowly learn from you guys how to do it. And I've learned the most from you because, and Shane as well, because he was one cool potato with his tricks. We just sat easy and just went, oh no, we're not going to look for idols. We all know each other. We feel good. We know each other. But then you guys showed us we had to step our game up again. I tried not to show it. I tried to seem like this cool, confident person that I saw Shane do. So it was just more learning on the job.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Mac. Last but not least, Tyrone. Final jury member.
Hey guys, first of all, I just want to say how happy I am that it's an introvert that's going to win this season. That was one of my biggest requisites in the move that I made. My question's for Beck. So I had I think a very poignant conversation with you very close to the end about what I thought about you being the last female in the game. And I also respect what you've done, and the conversation I had with you just before I got voted out. What is it about sitting next to these two guys that you preferred over me being in that final three with you?
The reason why I chose to vote you out is because I wasn't sure if I could beat you. And even though you tried to pitch to me that some people in the jury may not like you because of the moves you had made, if I was on the jury, I wouldn't base my vote on that. So if I was on the jury, I would respect big moves, and even if someone had upset me in voting me out, I would still be able to vote for them to win. So I was worried that some people there may not like you very much, or may have been upset with you, but may have still voted for you to win. And I had been with Chris and Oscar for most of Merge. I decided if I am in a position to decide who I'm going to bring to the final three, I wanted it to be these two because I thought my game was so different to theirs and stronger, and that I could beat them.
Thank you, Tyrone. Thank you, Beck. All right, guys, this is your last chance to make your final pitch. You're going to have 2 minutes. We're going to go reverse order this time. Again, I'll give you signals. So this is your final statement. This is your last chance to pitch as to why these guys should vote for you to win Sydney Survivor, Introverts versus Extroverts. Oscar, up first.
Okay, yeah, my final pitch. Like it's clear Beck's played a good game, right? But she's played it like what it seems like to me by the Survivor Handbook, like just doing all the things that she would want you to think, right? Like to get you to vote for her. But for me, I came in completely unconventional, you know. I don't know, just doing everything I could to just get ahead again. I remember Tyrone called me a golden retriever, like at one stage, like I'm some little like target that someone's just gonna drag to the end. Well, it got me to the end, and I'm here, and I made decisions that got me here. So I think if you guys can respect that, the way that I've actually had to work and learn on the go and lean into my strengths, then yeah, that's why I think that I should be here. Yeah, that's why I've got the edge over Chris, and yeah, Beck's played a strong game. There's no denying that, but I think it's different and it's unconventional. But so is all of this. So that's me.
Thank you, Oscar. Chris.
Thanks for all the words, guys. I actually am using this as a personal journey of mine. I've got a wife at home, the suffers illnesses, makes it hard. A son at home, as you know, because I talked to some of you about, who suffers illness. So I live in a small square at home. And so coming out here was a personal journey for me to show me what I can do without having things tie me down, because I've got a lot of things that really tie me down at home, and this was going to help me push myself. So whether win, lose, whatnot, meeting great people, same ideas, same things, and it just keeps on pushing me, because I think the thing that pushed me the most to actually apply and be here to start my growth, I got a tattoo in my arm that says live memories, not dreams. And I always live dreams. So coming out here was the first time
I've actually decided to live my dream. So I started playing for Survivor, couldn't get on. I saw this and I go, I've got to start living my dream. This is my dream, this is my community, and thanks guys for helping me live my dream.
Thank you, Chris. And last but not least, Beck.
Look, you can't win Survivor without doing the 3 things of outwit, outplay, outlast. And I think I did that definitely better than these two sitting beside me. I was forced to play from the bottom. I had built such strong relationships at the start that I still had everybody's trust. I have not lied very much, only a couple of little white lies where I had to, but mostly I stuck to my word, which I'm proud of. And I also forgot to say before that I built a strong connection with Shane when we were the last 2 on the Extroverts tribe, and we decided not to share that relationship with anybody so that we could continue to get intel from each other about if our name was coming up, which we did. So we have a really good trusting, strong relationship there, which we never broke that trust. As I said, I knew every person who was getting voted out always had heaps of options, and for some reason when you guys had the chance to vote me out, I hardly got any votes against me since merge. There was only 1 tribal, I think, where I actually got votes against me. So I think that shows my relationships again.
Thank you, Beck. Well, congratulations, Final 3. You've done all you could. Now the power goes to the jury, where they will decide who wins Sydney Survivor Season 2, Introverts versus Extroverts. None of them are here.
Yeah.
Alright, so obviously you guys are voting for a winner. I wish you 3 the best of luck. Been a crazy couple of days. Last night was hectic. Who could have thought that? But now the game finally comes to a conclusion. Belle, you're up first.
Thought I would be writing your name down to win, but your pitch was amazing and I think you might have this in the bag. Good luck.
I'm voting for Beck. I think one of the hardest things to do is play a perfect game from the Survivor Handbook, which is exactly what you've done. I'm so proud of my original number 1 to have played this game. Yeah, good luck. I hope you win.
Chili?
You switched me with your talk because I think you played the perfect Introverts game. You were talking to me. I know you were doing all these observations because you came up to me constantly with things that you saw. And I think, yeah, you played the perfect Introverts game.
Suspense.
Yeah,
that's it.
And last but not least, cast the final vote of the game. Tyrone.
It takes a really, really clever and amazing winner to pull off something where you can be this unassuming, underrated, super friendly person that can go through a minority, get shit luck throughout the game, and then somehow manage to be the last woman standing, beating 5 other guys. Beck, congratulations. If you win this, you deserve it.
This is it, guys. I'll go and tally the votes for the final time. Alright guys, for the final time, the votes for a winner. Also, you'll be taking home a small little gift. It's not too much, but Articulate board game, a bunch of premium candles, and a bottle of wine. Just a bag of goodies there. Before I read the votes, again, I just want to say a massive, heartfelt thank you for every single person that came and helped crew and make this season possible. Byron, my second-hand man, he does so much work behind the scenes. This was crazy. I just came with him with this idea a couple of years ago, and we did it. Because this was a dream that I had from being 12 years old, looking at the amphitheater in Katoomba, being like, it'd be super sick to host a game of Survivor there. And so being here today, I just feel so much love, and I love every single person who came out to help. Without further ado, okay, for the last time, let's read the votes. Remember, the votes are for a winner. First vote, Beck. That's 1 vote, Beck. Second vote, Beck. That's 2 votes, Beck. Third vote, Oscar. That's 2 votes, Beck, 1 vote, Oscar. Fourth vote, Beck. That's 3 votes, Beck, 1 vote, Oscar. Fifth vote, Oscar. That's 3 votes, Beck, 2 votes, Oscar. The winner of Sydney Survivor Season 2, Introverts vs Extroverts. And the last 2, congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
Did that just happen? I just won! Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It feels like a dream. I can't believe it. I don't know. It was just so up and down. The whole weekend, just had to really battle my way to stay in the game, and I feel like I deserve to be there. So yeah, it was really hard, but just can't believe it.
I'm casting my vote for Beck. I think she's played the best game. She made a really good move getting rid of Tyrone in the last round, otherwise this might have been a different decision.
Definitely got my vote. I think all 3 of you played unique and different individual games, but I really look back on my time and some of the things that we did together in the game as some of the coolest stuff as well. So congratulations. I hope you enjoy your win.
You handled every twist and turn with composure and calmness. The game threw at you, but you adapted and overcame. And at Final Tribal Council, you articulated your game much better than the boys with eloquence and poise. Great game, great winner. Well done.
It's been great. It's been an awesome experience. I feel like I've got so much out of it. I've made some great friends. People voted for me to win. That's unbelievable. I got to find an idol. I got to win individual immunity. Got to do a tribe swap. Got to make it to merge. Got to do all that. So it's been awesome.
Congratulations! Winner Season 2. So good. Let's do it.
To be honest, I'm glad I did it.
I can't believe this.
Good, well done.
I'll do whatever it takes. Morals are out the door, it's Survivor. Game on, let's go.
I didn't even know winning is one of my objectives, by the way.
The one thing we do have is a bit more experience than the younger people. We've been able to lie a lot more than they have. We've been able to deceive a lot more people.
Morals. I don't really have morals, so abiding by them would be easy because they don't really exist.
I've got, you know, another 40 or 50 years left to go, and I want to make those years count.
Craig has his bag! Gen X in the lead!
But they don't look around. I've noticed that, you know, when they're doing these chats of theirs, they're not looking around, whereas I could be sneaking up on them right now and they wouldn't even be the wiser of it.
I think with idols and advantages, I don't think I will look for them. I think they'll find me.
Very good at playing dumb. Combo! They won't see it coming when all of a sudden I'm getting a 3-2-1 vote and you're out of the game.
I'm probably also someone that could potentially gather together a bit of a band of misfits.
They're just suspect. Very suspect.
If you're coming to play, let's play. And if you're not ready to do that, I'm sending you home. Goodbye. Have a nice life. See you later.
This Pommy has travelled a long way across the world to play this game, and I can guarantee that he isn't leaving without a crown.